It is your girl, Nikki St. Clair, once again coming to you. And I wanted to talk to you about future. Future, having the power and to discriminate against BBWs coming into the club. Let me first say, I get it. I get it. I mean, when you look at a lot of these magazines, when you look at a lot of these parties, that are like the Fire Fest, right? You didn't see no thick ass Instagram models. They had skinny, tall waif models, um, to give you an idea of what's going to be at the party. They didn't have any realistic, big girls, cellulite, double chins, asses beyond measure, stomachs hanging. They didn't have those. Um, and they weren't advertising that, right? And being that they didn't see it, because all of that is associated with being unkept and unattractive, they are into making money. And also, it wasn't pleasurable for him to see, and I get it. But at the end of the day, let me let you know, as a BBW, we are beautiful. We come in all shapes and sizes. 9 times out of 10, we have more money to spend. We like to have a good time. We can dance. We're more outgoing. Um, and we are where the party's at. I'm sorry. We are where the party is at. We uphold the independent woman. A lot of things have happened to us. I know for a fact, when you hit age 35, you may have used to be really skinny in high school and even in college. But when you hit 35, you gain about 35 pounds. A lot of people. And they said, God damn, where did it come from? It's because your metabolism has slowed down, but your eating habits have not. Your activities have slowed down. When you get 35, you go to the club sometimes. You're in a relationship. You broke up out of a relationship. You're an emotional eater. You have children. All kind of things happen. You get a sit down job. Um, there's a lot that happens when you get to your mid 30s, and I know for a fact, like, a lot of us don't have that snapback. There was a lady in my church. She had over 5 kids. She was just naturally petite, beautiful, chocolate sister, no stomach, wore high heels, even, excuse me, during her pregnancy. But everybody ain't got it like that. Um, my bottom line is this. I get it. You want to say whites only, coloreds only, because you want to discriminate and separate, and that's fine. I if it's not welcome, it's not welcome. But I will say this: you are missing out on a lot of opportunity, entertainment, money. You're missing out on people telling other people they had fun. Everybody got a BBW friend. Everybody's got a BBW woman that they were attracted to. Maybe they didn't really date them on the open, but people talk, people have fun, people post pictures, and word gets out, and people want to feel comfortable and let their hair down. Now, like I said before, on the flip side of the coin, that could very well be hurtful to the club if you're trying to uphold a certain image, but I'm here to tell you, if I had a club on South Beach, all would be welcome. When I partied out of the area, I saw all kind of people dressed all kind of ways. I mean, dirty ass Vans, all different races. They knew all the words to Drake, and they just had a party. It was just a good time. People bought their beers. Uh, they paid their way at the door, and it was just all good. And it's a variety. Just because it's something that you don't like, don't mean that your homeboy don't like it. Don't mean that the next man don't like it. Some people like stretch marks and tattoos and face piercings. Me, myself, I'm not even a fucking fan of tattoo faces, okay? I don't get it, but it ain't for me to get. Somebody love that shit. Somebody loves a girl with a full signature, full saying going across her hairline. You know, somebody loves it. Somebody is looking for it. And you get a lot of people that are like, hey, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna pop bottles and be with models. But I've been in that environment, and I just want to say, based on my experience being in that environment, I was bored. Everybody stood around. Nobody wanted to dance. Everybody wanted to take selfies. Everybody wanted to run their Snapchat about them getting bottles, and they see the fucking fireworks coming from the Hennessy bottles and everything like that, and look like, woo, yeah, having a good time. And as soon as that shit go off, they back to just being so stone-faced and walking around the club looking for their friends, and just, or maybe an occasional hug here and there because they see someone they know. But when you go to, I'm going to tell you, I've been to this place called the Savoy in Inglewood, Taco Tuesday. When I say, I don't give a damn. Like, people might say it's ratchet, it's this and that. But let me tell you something. On Taco Tuesday, everybody's in there. All shapes, sizes, colors, everything's in there. And you can let your hair down. The drinks are strong. You can dance all night long. It's good. It's a good environment. It's good to offer variety. When I was a kid, my mom used to go grocery shopping. She didn't buy no Lay's for the house. She bought the big value pack. When she bought the cereal, she bought the value pack. I couldn't stand the Fritos. I couldn't stand the fucking Apple Jacks, okay? I'm a Frosted Flake girl. But my brother liked the Pops. You know what I mean? And he liked the Cheetos, and I like the Doritos. Just because you don't like a big girl doesn't mean the other people around don't like big girls. It's just that way. I'm not a fan of dreadlocks, okay? I'm not a fan of men with, locks. I mean, I'll admire it if they're handsome, if they look good, but that's not my thing. I love fades. I love fades. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, when Trey Songz first came out, I would have been into a man with some braids, nice and neat, from braids to fades. But dreads, they're not my thing. But I'm not going to sit up there and be like, don't let anybody with dreadlocks in the club. Only fades. That's stopping bags. That's stopping money. That's bringing a bad look to your club. Worse than you discriminating. It's a laugh. Hee hee ha ha. But at the end of the day, you're losing money. You're getting a bad reputation and possibly a class action lawsuit for discriminating. And at the end of the day, Future has come to your establishment, party, maybe spent nothing because you probably gave him all kind of bottles. I've heard of strip clubs giving rappers money to throw, $10,000. I've heard of it all happening. But at the end of the day, You could have been making that $350 off of that Ciroc that is now worth $350. You could have been making, let's say it's $20 at the door. You could have made $100 at the door because we all travel in packs. It's always going to be at least two of us. We're always down to have a good time and party. But I'm saying all of that to say this. Do not sleep on the big girls. We love to party. We love to go to breakfast afterwards. We gonna order. When I go to the comedy club, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna order some wings and over the 2-drink minimum because I gotta have 3. I gotta have 3 drinks, and I paid at the door to get in. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. And that's just me by myself. I didn't spend $60 easy. And let's not even talk about how I paid $15 to park, or perhaps I Ubered up there and paid $12 to $15. I spend money, and I know a lot of women who are slightly overweight, moderately overweight to obese. They like to have a good time. We spend money on the best perfumes. We get our hair done. We look good. We smell good. We're confident. And who are you to come along and stop us from having a good time and stop the club's back because of your preference? You can't have us all. You need to pick and choose out of the bunch who you want. Okay? But just my thoughts on that. I don't even want to go there. I'm not going to even talk about the niggas that swapping down. They don't like big bitches, but all up in the DMs and can't wait to dive in. And that goes for even these gay men or these down low men that be getting with these bears. And if you don't know what a bear is, it is a big, hairy, black man that are gay. Okay? And they're usually bigger than 200 pounds. Sometimes bigger than 300 pounds. And I've heard of gangbangers and everything else, preachers, all kind of people getting with these type of men. And then these women are out here breaking their necks and going to have all of these goddamn surgeries and going on the keto diet and going vegan and trying so hard to impress a man who will lay up with a big old hairy man or a big old hairy woman with kids and everything else and be scooting through, coming through in the night and leaving before daylight. Okay? So, I mean, when are we all going to be true to ourselves and stop living a lie? If you like it, I might not like it. If I don't like it, you might not like it. But that's cool because we ain't going to be charging for the same. We don't have the same aim. Okay? Anyways, I'm Nikki St. Clair. Those are my thoughts about Future. Stopping bags, and discriminating. And I think what hurts the most is that he has a platform and he has the power to set precedents. Oh, this club is not doing it, and I get it, so I don't want my club to do it either. I don't think it's fair. And also, yeah, I don't want to be around no gang banging dudes with saggy pants and tattoos and gold fronts and smoking weed in the club, and I don't know if they got a gun or not. People that are threatening, you know what I mean, that hold a gun or they got drugs on them or something like that, okay. or if they're causing a disruption or a disturbance in the club, get them out of here. Okay. But someone who is just there, they work hard, they just want to have a good time. They want to, their money spends just like the next person's money, and they can meet someone who is totally into them and that's not into what society says they should be into. I just feel like, we have to do better. We have to do better and stop putting everybody down and have a good time, because I don't care if you're at the top or the bottom. This is the Titanic, and we all going down. So you might as well get along. You might as well party like it's motherfucking 1999, and eat, drink, and be merry, and be cheerful, and be happy, cause we all going. I'm Nikki St. Clair, and you have a wonderful week. Bye bye.